Today, we sit down with one of the few men who know Sparky's real identity, cheerleading head coach, Jordan Ballard. Jordan, man, thanks for taking the time and stopping by.
Absolutely.
I look at you, you're a big guy, physically just fit. How did you get into cheerleading and not like something like football?
Well, growing up in the Midwest, played a lot of sports, soccer, baseball, played some hockey, tennis, played a little bit of football, basketball, so kind of had the full gamut of sports. When I got into college, didn't have any intention of playing sports or anything like that. My second year at Liberty, a couple guys in my hall were cheerleaders, so they were back early for practices. I was back early for dorm leadership. And they said, hey, we're looking for a couple guys, you got some broad shoulders, why don't you come out to a practice? And it was a 5:30 a.m. conditioning, and you think, who would go to that? But I was young, and I thought at the time, this would be fun to tell the kids one day that I was a cheerleader. And the next day they had their cheer practice where they were doing a lot of the athletic activity. And that part was pretty fun, and I found it challenging. So I thought, this would be something fun to do. And so I got into it when I was a student at Liberty here, my second year.
As a coach, I guess that's something I never thought about is how do you instruct your athletes to, hey, be involved with the crowd and interact with them?
That's a huge part of what we do. Game day is first for us, being a D1 school, so game day is our first priority. And the cheerleaders, they're spirit raisers, so they're supposed to raise the spirits no matter what's going on the field or the court, no matter what the score is. They're supposed to be there to kind of be the 12th man on the football field or the extra person on the court to help the football team or the other teams we cheer for. So we're supposed to just get them super pumped up to hit the field and to play their absolute best. So the traditions, the fight song, all the craziness that goes on at the LU football games, to be a part of that and to kind of help direct that into a great experience for the fans is a big part of what we do for game day.
Now, your wife was a cheerleader too, right? Did you meet her through cheerleading?
That is correct. She was a 3-year member of the Liberty cheerleading team, and she was a captain of the team when I first joined. So she was paired up with the best partner stunner, and I kind of had her on this pedestal like, oh, wow. Not only is she incredibly beautiful and godly and athletic and intelligent and spiritual and all these things, but she was also a captain. So that was the person I've been praying for my whole life. And so that was a special time. She was dating somebody else at the time, so God had to work that out. And the more I got to know her, the more I fell in love with her. And then we got married in 2004, so we graduated that same year, and we got married in the fall. So God has definitely blessed me over and above through cheerleading.
That's awesome, man. You're a dad, you're a coach and a husband, but you're also doing your doctorate in theology and apologetics. How do you find the time, and what's the end goal of that?
Well, how do I find the time is very tricky. It's usually early mornings or late nights because we practice and we have office hours and meetings and things like that during the day. And in the evenings is when I spend time with the kids. Once they go to bed, it's when I start burning the midnight oil to hit the books and to write the papers and things like that. So the end goal there is to be able to teach or to write or speak or things like that. Before I came back to Liberty to coach, I had completed a number of master's degrees and just had an interest in apologetics to defend the faith, to help Christians to believe the scriptures and to answer the critics and some of the tough questions that come up in life. But the end goal, possibly be here to teach at Liberty or to teach somewhere else. Also to speak, at apologetic type conferences or, to do debates and things like that. I've done some of that in the past with atheists and unbelievers to give a defense for the faith. And so that's definitely an interest of mine. That's why, one reason why I came back to Liberty obviously was to coach, but also to work on the doctorate degree at the School of Divinity.
Well, Jordan, great talking to you. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.